You want to know what's one of the biggest mistakes that new entrepreneurs make? It's one of the most important factors of your business. That mistake is pricing. A lot of new entrepreneurs really give this no thought at all. They just see what their competitors is pricing it for and they say, hey, I'm gonna price it for the same thing. What if I tell you there's actually a formula behind pricing your product? I'm not saying everyone use the same formula, but I'm saying this is the formula that I use to ensure that my brand is actually profitable. And I'm gonna tell you why. When it actually comes to pricing out your product, you have to think of 4 quadrants. The first quadrant is your cost of goods. You know, how much it actually costs you to make the product, because guess what? If you sell a product, guess what you got to do? You gotta replenish that product. The second quadrant is your operating expenses. So this is like your Shopify, your shipping, all of that stuff, the boxes that you have to ship out in and stuff like that. What does it cost to actually operate the business? Your third quadrant is marketing. Marketing is that third quadrant because you have to pay for some type of marketing, whether that's email, ads, direct. There's gonna be some type of marketing budget that you would need to push this product out there to go farther. And the fourth quadrant is our favorite, profit. So the fourth quadrant is profit. This is the one that we actually want to get paid off of. So when you're talking about these 4 quadrants, there's something that a lot of people miss out on. When you go on someone's website, what's the first thing you see? You see a pop-up that say, hey, join our email list for 10% off. If you're giving 10% off for that product for that customer, where's that 10% coming from out of the 4 quadrants? It's not coming from your cost of goods because you still got to replenish that product. It's not coming from your operating expenses, so you still got to pay shipping, still got to pay your Shopify bill, and so on and so on. It's not coming from marketing because you already had to pay to get them to the site. So yes, it's coming out your profit. What I like to do is add an extra 20%, so that way I have up to 20% to discount something before it even touches my profit. So how does this actually plays out? So the formula is cost of goods sold times 4 plus 20%. So let's see how this actually looks. So if my product cost me $2 to make, I'm gonna times that by 4, which would give me $8. So then I'm gonna times that by 0.20, which tells me I need to add an additional $1.60 on top of this product. So now my product cost is $9.60, and now I can discount up to $1.60 off before it touches any of my 25% of my profit. And for the people who pay full price, that's an extra $1.60 that goes towards my profit. And really depending on the brand and what industry it is, sometimes I can actually even go up to 40% instead of 20%. And when you do this, you have to make sure that the brand that you create can match the pricing that you place. So just keep this formula in mind next time you're coming up with your next product to release. If you got any questions on what I went over, comment below, and don't forget to hit the follow button.